Hi, it's Helen of Curious Handmade, and in this video I want to show you how to do your cast on for the Snowmelt Mystery Knit Along Shawl. Now I am using what I used for colour C to show you because colour A is a bit light and I want you to be able to see what I'm doing clearly. So I've chosen the darker yarn to use. In terms of needles, I used higher sharps because they have a lovely sharp point, which is great for knitting lace. So if you're new to lace knitting or shawl knitting, you might want to choose some needles that are labeled as lace needles because they just have a slightly sharper point than you might use for regular sweater knitting, for example, and it helps you get in to do some of the lace stitches like knit two together and things like that. You'll also need a fairly long cord. I used 100 centimeter or 40-inch cord on my circular needles because by the end of the shawl, I'm afraid you're going to have quite a few stitches on the needles, so you'll need quite a long cord to be able to hold them. Okay, so for the cast on, it starts off with 3 stitches, and it's an icord cast on because we're going to have a lovely icord border along the side of the shawl. Don't be scared, it's super simple to do, and I'm going to show you how you do it. So first we cast on. So cast on 3 stitches. I'm using the long tail cast on method. So for the first stitch, just simply do a loop, okay? And then 2 more stitches to cast on. Just trying to bring it back slightly here. It's a bit difficult to coordinate holding it out for the video. All right, so cast on 3 stitches, then you need your other needle. And what we're going to do, a bit tricky. What we're going to do is we're going to make a small I-cord to start. Okay, so you've got your working yarn here, and currently the stitches are on the right hand needle. You want to move them back to the left hand needle. This cord's going to get in the way. Get that out of the way there. So we want to slip them back to the left hand needle. I'm just doing them all 3 at once. Oh, and I've lost one. Let me do that again. So we've just cast on 3 stitches using the long tail method. Now we're going to move those 3 stitches back to the left hand needle. Okay, and the reason we're doing that is because we want to create an I-cord and we want the yarn to be coming from the other side each time. So we've slipped them back and then we want to knit those 3 stitches. The first row is probably the trickiest. And then we want to do that 4 more times. So I'm going to slip that back once more. Quickly try and do this quickly. But you can do this along with me at the same time, and then you'll have your cast on, your shawl cast on, ready to go for when the first clue is out. So this is second time. And don't make it too tight. You can keep it nice and loose because we're going to be picking up stitches along this I-cord. So keep it nice and loosey-goosey. This is the third. I'm holding this way out from my body. It's quite tricky. And then one more time. So this will be 5 times altogether. 5 rows of an I-cord. And there you go. A little I-cord tail. So then what we want to do in the instructions, it says, with stitches on the right hand needle, turn the work 90 degrees clockwise, pick up and knit 3 stitches along the edge of the I-cord, being sure to pick up both legs of the stitch. So I'm just going to start with the closest stitch here I put my needle through both, then I put the needle through and just knit that as if it's a knitted stitch. And then the next one, I can see the legs of the next stitch there. Put it through, knit, and then the third one. So at this point we have the 3 stitches from the I-cord, the 3 you've just picked up. So we've got 6 stitches. And then it says to turn the work 90 degrees clockwise, pick up and knit 3 stitches from the original cast on edge. The original cast on edge will be sort of a bit messy, a bit difficult to see exactly where you should be picking them up. Don't worry too much. Just go ahead and pick up 3 stitches along that end. I'm going to get one here. This is just on one leg, and then find one more place to get one more. Cut some of this out, Emma. And the third stitch, pick that one up there. So now we have 9 stitches picked up. We have a lovely little I-cord edging, and that's going to be the beginning of your Snowmelt shawl. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how to do the first couple of rows. We're going to turn, this is the right side, we're going to turn it around to the wrong side. The first sort of row is the wrong side. So the way I do my I-cord edging is possibly slightly different from other methods you've seen, but I just think it gives you a really nice, neat edge, and I quite like the rhythm of doing it. So on the wrong side, you'll be working the I-cord edge on the 3 edge stitches on either side of the shawl, either border of the shawl. And so what you do is you slip with the yarn in front, purlwise, take the yarn to the back to knit, and then slip with the yarn in front purlwise. So that's in the instructions, that's SKS, and that's what you do on the wrong side. And then it says for this row to purl 3. And then you want to do your SKS on the other wrong side. So slip the yarn in front, bring the yarn round to knit, and then bring it back to slip purlwise. Okay? And then, so for the right side, the next line of instructions is an increase row, but we're going to do our KSK on the right side for the I-cord border. And so that is knit, then you slip with the yarn in front, and then knit. So that's KSK, knit, slip, knit. For this first right side row, we're going to do a knit front and back. So knit, front, and then you bring round to the back of the stitch. Knit 1, and another knit front and back. So we're increasing 2 stitches this row. We're going up from 9 to 11. And then on this side, we've got our 3 border stitches for the I-cord. So on the right side, it's KSK. So knit, bring the yarn to the front to slip, and then take it to the back again to knit. If you prefer a different method of doing an I-cord edge, by all means use your favorite method. Sometimes we can get quite quick at doing it a certain way, so that's totally understandable. I just started doing it this way and I really like it, so this is the way I've written it in the pattern. Okay, so that's 2 rows of your shawl done. You've got a little cast on edge there, and first 2 rows of the shawl. So I'm going to leave that with you. You might be able to get started a little bit early before the first clue comes out, and hopefully when the first clue comes out, this will really help you cast on your shawl. I look forward to seeing you in the Ravelry group for the Snowmelt Mystery Knit Along, and perhaps listen along with the podcast. I'll be chatting about the Mystery Knit Along on my audio podcast on iTunes with Curious Handmade. Thanks for listening.